Good day, students. I am Mr. Beo, your mathematics teacher for this school year. For this week, we are going to discuss all about the division of polynomials. Okay, after going through this lesson, you are expected to demonstrate knowledge and skills related to polynomials. Especially, you should be able to define polynomial expression, give the standard form of the given polynomial expression, divide the polynomial expression using a long division method, divide the polynomial expression using synthetic division method, illustrate the following: the remainder theorem, factor theorem, and the rational root theorem. Prove and use the following in conjunction with synthetic division, remainder theorem, factor theorem, and the rational root theorem. Okay, but what is polynomials? When we say polynomial, it is a mathematical expression or expressions with positive integral power or exponent. A polynomial expression or p of x can be written in a form of a sub n x raised to n plus a sub n minus a x raised to n minus 1 up to a sub 1 x plus a sub 0, where a sub n from the said equation is not equal to 0, and they are non-negative integer n in the degree or is the degree of the polynomial, and the coefficient a sub 0, a sub 1, up to a sub n are all real numbers. We usually write the term of a polynomial in standard form. It means the terms of a polynomial are written in descending powers of x. For example, we have x squared minus 8x plus 15, x squared plus 2x cubed minus 5x plus 6 minus 6 or plus x minus 6, and 3x raised to 5 plus 4x cubed minus 2x squared plus 5x minus 1. We have different types of polynomials. We have the monomial. A monomial is a polynomial contained with a single term, with the following example. We have binomial. A binomial is a polynomial with two terms. For example, we have x plus 3, 3y minus 5, xy plus z, x squared minus 9, and so on. And we also have trinomial. Trinomial is a polynomial with three terms. For example, x minus y plus 3, 3y minus 5x plus 4, minus 3y minus 5x plus 4, xy plus z minus 3, and so on. And last, we have what we call multinomial. Multinomial is a polynomial with 4 or more terms. Okay, so let us try to identify the types of polynomials below. Can you identify what types of polynomial is this? Okay, this is a binomial. Another. Okay, this example is a monomial. Another example. Okay, correct. This is trinomial. Another. Okay, so this is an example of trinomial. Very good. Let's have one. Okay, correct. This is an example of multinomial. How about this? Okay, so this is an example of multinomial. Okay, so now, let us try to write the following polynomials into standard form. Again, when we say standard form, the power or the degree is in descending form. Okay, so for this example, the standard form is x squared plus x minus 5. How about this one? Write this in standard form. Okay, so the standard form for this is x raised to 5 minus 3x cubed plus 2x plus 3. Another example. Okay, so the standard form will be x raised to 4 plus x plus 7. How about this one? Okay, the standard form is x squared plus 3x plus 2. How about this? Okay, so the standard form for this is x raised to 5y plus 2x raised to 4y squared plus 3x cubed y cubed plus 4x squared y raised to 4 minus 1. And last example. Okay, the standard form is x raised to 4 minus 3x cubed plus 2x squared minus x plus 1. Okay, so now, let's start the discussion about the division of polynomials using long division method. Okay, so ngayon, let's have an example of division of polynomials using long division method. Okay, so let's say the problem here is, let us try to identify the quotient, the remainder, and the factored form of the given polynomial x squared plus 3x plus 2 divided by x plus 2. Okay, always remember that this point, okay, now itong area na yan, this is the what we called your dividend. And the other one is called the divisor. Okay, so pag nag-divide tayo ng polynomials, we can rewrite this in this form, especially if we are going to divide this using long division method. We have x squared plus 3x plus 2 divided by x plus 2. Okay, so sa division of polynomials, the only thing we need to use kapag magdi-divide tayo is the first term of your divisor. No? And magdi-divide tayo dyan term by term. Okay, so kailan na natin gagamitin yung second term onwards ng isang divisor? Kapag nagkakaroon na tayo ng multiplication process. So, let's start. X squared divided by x. We all know naman that the numerical coefficient from this term are both 1. So, alam natin that 1 divided by 1 is 1. So, dun tayo ngayon mag-focus kay variable. x squared divided by x. In dividing variable, no, we will just simply copy the variable and subtract their exponent. So 2 minus 1, the exponent will be 1. So no need to write the exponent 1. Okay, now we're done. Next, we need to multiply this term, yung nakuha nating result, into the full term of your divisor. So x times x. Kapag nag-multiply tayo ng same variable, we will just simply add the exponent. So, copy the variable, add the exponent, 1 plus 1, you have squared. So, next, x times 2. So, x multiplied by positive 2. So, we have positive 2x. So, after that, we will do the subtraction process. So, subtract natin siya. Remember the process in subtraction. Change the sign of your subtrahend and proceed to addition. So, x squared plus negative x squared, this will become 0. Then, 3x plus negative 2x, dahil unlike sign sila, we need to subtract. 3 minus 2 will give you 1. Then, copy the variable. We have 1x. Kahit huwag na natin ilagay yung 1, okay lang yun. Okay? Then, bring down natin yung natitirang term. We have positive 2. Okay, next. Divide ulit tayo. Pwede pa siya mag-divide. X divided by x. Always remember that if you are going to divide similar term, the answer is always 1. Except 0. Now, x divided by x is 1. So, 1 multiplied by x will give you x, of course. Any number multiplied by 1 is the same number. Then, 1 times positive 2 is also positive 2. Then, let's do again the subtraction process. Subtract natin sila. So, subtraction will become negative, negative, then positive. So, x plus negative x will become 0. 2 plus negative 2, unlike sign, subtract natin, is also 0. So, dahil 0 na yan, we have 0 here. Now, this part is called your quotient. This one is your remainder. Now, how about the factored form? The factored form is your quotient and your divisor. So, the factored form, okay, set natin. We have factored form here. Will be, we have the quotient, which is x plus 1, and the divisor, which is x plus 2. Okay? Okay, so another example. Again, let us try to find the quotient, remainder, and factored form of the given polynomial x squared plus 25 divided by x plus 2. Okay, so sulat natin sila ulit in this form. We have x squared plus 25 divided by x plus 2. Okay. So, divide natin siya ngayon. X squared divided by x. So, again, pag divide natin siya, we'll just simply subtract the exponent, then copy the same variable. It will give you x. Then, x multiplied by x is x squared. X times positive 2, we have positive 2x. Okay? So, subtract natin siya ngayon.
rule ng subtraction, change the sign of the subtrahend, proceed to addition. So, x squared plus negative x squared will become 0. Okay, so how about this point? So, may kita natin, no? 25 and negative 2x, hindi naman natin sila pwedeng i-equate. So, kapag hindi sila pwedeng ma-solve, ang kailangan na natin gawin is to copy those terms. So, kapag kinopy natin sila, we have negative 2x, then we have positive 25. Okay? So, then, divide ulit tayo. So, negative 2 or negative 2x divide x. Okay? So, mawawala yung variable x natin kasi 1 minus 1 sa exponent will become 0. So, wala na yung variable natin. So, negative 2 divide 1 will give you negative 2. Okay? So, multiply ulit naman natin. Negative 2 times x will give you negative 2x. Negative 2 times positive 2 will give you negative 4. Then, subtraction process. Subtraction will give positive, positive, then plus. So, negative 2x plus positive 2x, it will become 0. So, 25 plus 4 will give you 29. Ngayon, dahil meron tayong remainder na 29, kailangan natin siyang isama sa quotient. So, plus, dahil 29 yan, hindi na pwedeng ma-divide kay x, we'll just simply copy the remainder over your divisor. Okay, so ganun lagi yung gagawin natin kapag may remainder. Copy natin sa taas. Follow natin kung ano yung sign niya para malaman natin ano yung operation. Kung negative yan, it will become minus. Kung positive yan, it will become plus. Okay? Plus the remainder over your divisor. Okay? So this part is your quotient. And this will be your remainder. Okay. Okay. So how about the factoid form? So the factoid form the factoid form will be your main quotient, which is x minus 2, your divisor, which is x plus 2. Of course, i-add natin yung remainder na nakuha natin. So, this will be the factoid form. Okay? Okay, so let's have another example here. Let us try to identify again the quotient, remainder, and factoid form of the given 4x cubed plus 2x squared minus 50 divided by 2x minus 5. Okay. So, again, let us try to write in this form. We have 4x cubed minus 2x squared minus 50 divided by 2x minus 5. So, in this case, so meron tayong numerical coefficient, both terms, no? So, divide natin siya ngayon. Una, 4 divided by 2. Siyempre, 4 divided by 2 will give you 2. Then, x cubed divided by x. Subtract natin yung exponent. 3 minus 1. Magkakaroon tayo ng x squared. So, ganun lang siya. So, balik natin ngayon. 2x squared times 2x. So, 2 times 2 will give you 4. X squared times x will give you x cubed. Then, 2x squared times negative 5 will give you negative 10x squared. So, subtraction rule, it will become negative, positive, positive. So, 4x cubed plus negative 4x cubed, it will become 0. Then negative 2x squared plus 10x squared. So unlike sign, subtract natin siya. It will become positive 8. Then copy natin yung variable x squared. Then let us try to copy yung natirang term minus 50. Okay, next. 8 divide 2. No? So 8 divided by 2 dahil positive naman siya plus 4. Then x squared divide x. So subtract natin yung exponent. 2 minus 1 will give you x. So 4x times 2x will give you 8x squared. Then 4x times negative 5 will give you negative 20x. Okay? Then again, subtract tayo. It will become negative, positive, positive. So yung 8x squared natin will become 0. Okay, again, gaya kanina. So hindi parehas or hindi, wala tayong similar terms. We'll just simply copy the remaining term. So you have 20x, then negative 50. So 20 or 20x divided by 2x. So maka-cancel na yung x natin dito. So 20 divided by 2 will give you positive 10. So 10 times 2x will give you 20x. 10 times negative 5 will give you negative 50. Okay? So subtraction rule tayo. Subtract natin sila. It will become negative, positive, positive. So it will become 0. Negative 50 plus 50 is also 0. So it means 0 here. Okay. So this will be your quotient. And this will be your remainder. How about the factored form? So the factored form, syempre, set natin, factored form. Okay, yung quotient natin, which is 2x squared plus 4x plus 10, and your divisor, which is 2x minus 5. So this will be your quotient, your remainder, and the factored form using long division method. Okay, again, always check if the given polynomial is written on its standard form.
Okay, so now, let's start a discussion about division of polynomials by using synthetic division method. Okay, when we say synthetic division method, the procedure of this method is easier than the procedure of a long division method when we are dividing a polynomial by a binomial of the form of x minus r. In this procedure, we only write the coefficient in 3 rows.
Okay, so ngayon naman, let us try to divide this given polynomial using synthetic division method. Okay, so synthetic division method is the easiest way on dividing polynomials. Okay, but synthetic division is only applicable if the degree or the exponent of your divisor is only 1. Otherwise, you are not allowed to use synthetic division, but you need to use the long division method. Okay, so paano ba ginagamit or paano ba ginagawa si synthetic division method? First thing to do, let us try to have the assumed value for your divisor. Gagamitin natin siya for our synthetic division. So, equate natin sa 0 yung ating divisor. We have x plus 2 equals 0. Then, para lang tayo nagsosolve for a value of x. So, positive 2 transpose natin, x will become negative 2. So, gagamitin natin yung negative 2 later sa ating synthetic division process. Now, next one. So, kukunin natin lahat ng numerical coefficient from the given dividend. Okay? But bago yun, let us try to check first if your dividend is written on its standard form. Kapag sinabi nating nakasulat sa standard form, yung degree o yung exponent ng ating polynomial ay decreasing from highest to lowest. So, dito naman sa given natin, nakasulat na siya into standard form. Nakita natin yung exponent ay 2, followed by 1, then followed by no variable or 0. So, kukopyahin lang natin yung numerical coefficient na meron tayo. Yung x squared, meron tayo diyang 1. Yung 3x, we have 3. Yung 2, of course, we have 2. So, kailangan kompleto yung way ng exponent natin. Otherwise, may dudugtong tayo sa kanya. Okay? So, yung nakuha nating value ng x kanina, we have negative 2. Okay. So, in this process, the first term, ibababa lang natin siya. Let us try to bring down the first term. Then, let us try to multiply this to your result. 1 multiplied by negative 2 will give you negative 2. Then, subtract natin sila or add natin. Simplify natin. So, dahil negative to, so it means subtraction. So, 3 minus 2 will give you 1. Then, multiply ulit natin. So, ganun lang yung process. So, 1 times negative 2 is also negative 2. Then, 2 minus 2 will give you 0. In synthetic division, the last part, okay, or the last part ng process na meron tayo, ito yung kinukuha, ito yung natawag nating remainder. Okay, so paano naman yung ating quotient? So, we have 1 and 1. So, anong ibig sabihin yan? Let us try to subtract 1 from your exponent dun sa first term. It means you have, this is x. Okay? Nagbawas lang tayo ng 1 dun sa degree ng exponent natin. Then, this is positive 1 plus 1. So, ibig sabihin, the quotient from the given x squared plus 3x plus 2 divide x plus 2 is equal to x plus 1. Okay? Okay, so let's have another example of division of polynomials using synthetic division method. Okay, sabi natin kanina, kailangan kapag mag-divide tayo using synthetic division method, kailangan sa dividend natin kompleto yung process or yung order ng degree na meron tayo. So, paano yan? We have x squared 2 down to 0 exponent or 0 variable. So, dadugtungan natin siya ngayon. So, magkakaroon tayo ngayon ng x squared. So, para hindi maapektuhan yung given natin, we will just simply add 0x. Okay, para lang makumpleto natin yung order ng polynomial. So, plus 25 divide by x plus 2. So, makikita natin ngayon, yung sa dividend natin, yung arrangement natin, we have 2, 1, then 0. So, again, equate muna natin yung value ng x na magagamitin natin later. So, we have x plus 2 equals 0. Transpose natin yung 2, x is equal to negative 2. Siya ngayon yung gagamitin natin sa ating synthetic division. So, ngayon, sulat naman natin lahat ng numerical coefficient na meron tayo sa ating dividend. So, we have 1, 0, and 25. Okay, so we have here negative 2. So again, bring down lang natin yung first term. Then, let us try to multiply this. 1 times negative 2 will give you negative 2. 0 plus negative 2 is negative 2. Negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4. 25 plus 4 is 29. Again, this part, okay, is your remainder. Okay. So, dahil meron tayong remainder, what will be the quotient? So, this will be, no, your x. Okay, nag-subtract lang tayo ng 1 doon sa ating exponent. Then, minus 2. So, ngayon, dahil meron tayong remainder, we need to copy your remainder. So, plus, dahil this is positive, so we have plus. Your remainder is 29 over, kailangan natin siyang isama, yung divisor na meron tayo, which is x plus 2. Okay, so this part is your quotient. Okay, so let's have another example using synthetic division process or synthetic division method. Okay, so the given here is 4x cubed minus 2x squared minus 50 divide 2x minus 5. So again, sabi ko nga kanina, let us try to check first if your dividend is written on its ordered form or standard form. And kailangan kompleto yung process ng exponent natin. So we have 3, 2, down to 0. So ibig sabihin, kulang tayo, magdadagdag ulit tayo ng variable. Para hindi maka-apekto, mag-a-add lang tayo ng 0. So it will become 4x cubed minus 2x squared. So 3, 2 plus 0x. Then minus 50 divide 2x minus 5. Okay? So, okay na yung dividend natin. So, kunin natin yung value ng x using your divisor. So, we have 2x minus 5 equals 0. Transpose natin si negative 5. We have 2x equals 5. So, kailangan mawala yung value kay x. So, divide natin both sides by 2. Cancel natin yung 2. Yung x na gagamitin natin ay 5 over 2. Okay? So, fraction. Yari na naman. So, kopyahin natin ngayon lahat ng numerical coefficient ng dividend natin. We have 4, negative 2, 0, and negative 50. So, yung nakuha natin na value ng x kanina ay 5 over 2. So, again, bring down the first term. No? Then, 4 times 5, you have 20. 20 divide 2 will give you 10. So, subtract natin to. You have 8. So, 8 times 5 will give you 40. Divide 2 will give you 20. So, we have 20 here. 20 times 5 is 100. Divide 2 will give you 50. So, negative 50 plus 50 is 0. Again, itong part na to, dito natin nakuha yung remainder. So, the remainder is 0. Okay. Ngayon, dun sa nakuha nating part, yung 4, 8, and 20, nakikita natin sa kanila, they are divisible. All of these are divisible by 4. Right? Kaya lang, mag-base tayo doon sa first term ng ating numerical coefficient and nag-satisfy naman siya na lahat sila ay divisible by 2. Okay, so dahil divisible by 2 yung 4, 8, and 20, we will divide all of them by 2. Hindi natin sila pwedeng i-divide by 4 kasi from your divisor, okay, 2 lang yung numerical coefficient na meron siya. So, dahil divisible sila by 2, 4 will become 2, 8 will become 4, and 20 will become 10. So, what will be your quotient? So, magbabawas tayo ng isa sa ating exponent dun sa higher degree na meron tayo. So, 3 minus 1 will be 2. So, it will become x squared. So, magkakaroon tayo ngayon ng 2x squared plus, so, kailangan in order yung exponent natin, 4x. Yan, order lang siya, sunod-sunod lang siya. Then, 2, 1, 0, so, plus 10. So, this is your quotient. Okay? So, yun lang.
Okay, so now, let us try to discuss all about the remainder theorem. Okay, the remainder theorem states that the P of C is the remainder when the polynomial P of X is divided by X minus C. The divisor X minus C is then restated as X.
Okay, so now, let's have an example of finding the remainder in remainder theorem. So, in this process, ang kailangan lang natin gawin is to solve for the remainder ng ating polynomials or the division of polynomials. So, paano ba yung process? So, it's very simple to identify the remainder kung remainder lang naman ang kailangan at hindi na kailangan yung quotient ng ating polynomials. Okay? So, paano ba? So, equate lang muna natin yung divisor natin. So, parang sinosolve lang natin yung values for x. Okay? So, we have x plus 2 equals 0. Then, okay, transpose natin yung value nung, transpose natin yung positive 2. X is equal to negative 2. So, ito yung value na gagamitin natin para malaman yung remainder ng ating dividend. So, what will be the process? So, this will be the process. So, we have P of X as the equation, kasi variable X yung ginamit natin, equals X squared plus 3X plus 2. Okay? So, ang value raw, ang assumed value ng X natin ay negative 2. So, we have P of negative 2 equals, we have negative 2 squared plus 3 times negative 2 plus 2. So, ano yung ginawa natin? Sinubstitute lang natin yung nakuha nating value ng x from your divisor. Okay? So, we have negative 2 squared will be positive 4. 3 times negative 2 will give you negative 6, then plus 2. So, 4 minus 6 is negative 2, plus 2 will give you 0. So, it means the remainder, if x is negative 2, is equal to 0. So, the remainder, if you are going to divide x squared plus 3x plus 2, divide by x plus 2, your remainder is equal to 0. Okay. So, let's have another example of remainder theorem. So, let us try to solve for the remainder of x squared plus 25 divide by x plus 2. So, again, equate muna natin yung value ng x ng inyong divisor. You have x plus 2 equals 0. So, transpose natin yung 2. X is equal to negative 2. So, dahil yung value na nakuha natin ay negative 2, so write natin ngayon yung equation let us try to solve for the remainder of x squared plus 25. So, yung value raw ng x na meron tayo is negative 2. So, we have negative 2 then squared plus 25. Negative 2 squared is positive 4 plus 25. So, the remainder, if the value is negative 2, is 29. So, ibig sabihin, the remainder of x squared plus 25 divided by x plus 2 is 29. Okay, so let's have another example. So, let us try to solve for the remainder of 4x cubed minus 2x squared minus 50 divided by 2x minus 5. So, simulan natin muna. Equate natin for the value of x ng inyong divisor. You have 2x minus 5 equals 0. Transpose natin si negative 5. You have 2x is equal to 5. Then divide both sides by 2. Kasi ang kailangan na natin is the value of x. So, cancel natin yung 2. X is equal to 5 over 2. Okay. So, kunin natin ngayon yung remainder. So, the equation is p of x, no, equals, we have 4x cubed minus 2x squared minus 50. Substitute natin ngayon yung value. P of 5 over 2 equals 4 times 5 over 2 cubed minus 2 times 5 over 2 squared minus 50. So, equate naman natin nasa loob ng parenthesis. You have 4 times 5 cubed is 125. 2 cubed is equal to 8. Minus 2 times 5 squared is 25. 2 squared is equal to 4. Minus 50. So, simplify natin yung mga multiplication process. 4 and 8 are both divisible by 4. It will become 1. It will become 2. 2 and 4 are divisible by 2. It will become 1. It will become 2. So, let us try to rewrite now. We have 125 divide 2 minus 25 over 2 minus 50. So, dahil similar fraction sila, parehas yung denominator, subtract natin yung numerator. 125 minus 25 give you 100 over 2 minus 50. 100 divide 2 is 50 minus 50. So, the remainder of 5 over 2 is 0. So, ibig sabihin, the remainder, if we are going to divide 4x cubed minus 2x squared minus 50, divide 2x minus 5, the remainder will be 0. Okay, so ngayon naman, let's have an example of factor theorem. Okay, so sa factor theorem, ang kailangan lang natin gawin is to identify if your divisor is a factor of your dividend. So, ganun lang yung kailangan natin. So, simple lang naman para ma-identify natin if yung divisor natin ay factor ng ating dividend. So, gagamitin natin yung natutunan natin sa remainder theorem. So, ibig sabihin, we will just simply substitute the value of your divisor. Kapag nag-0, okay, kapag nag-0 ang inyong remainder, ibig sabihin, yung divisor ay factor ng inyong dividend. So, let's start. So, una, equate muna natin for the value of x. You have x plus 2, okay, equals 0. So, x will be negative 2. So, solve natin siya ngayon. With the p of x, we have x squared plus 3x plus 2. Then, ang value ng x na meron tayo ay negative 2 is equal to negative 2 squared plus 3 times negative 2 plus 2. We have 4 minus 6 plus 2. So, if you're going to equate this, 4 minus 6 is negative 2 plus 2 is 0. So, p of negative 2 is equal to 0. As you can see, yung remainder natin, okay, ay equal sa 0. So, kapag ang remainder natin ay equal sa 0, it means, okay, therefore, the divisor x plus 2 is a factor of your dividend, which is x squared plus 3x plus 2.
So now, let's proceed to what we called the factor theorem. The factor theorem states the p of x be a polynomial if c is a 0 of p. That is, p of c is equal to 0. Then x minus c is a factor of p of x. Conversely, if x minus c is a factor of p of x, then c is a 0 of p.
Okay, so let's have another example. Let us try to check if x plus 2 is a factor of x squared plus 25. So, let's do the process in the remainder theorem. We have x plus 2 equals 0. X is equal to negative 2. So, we have p of x is equal to x squared plus 25. So, we have p of negative 2 is equal to, we have negative 2 squared plus 25. So, magkakaroon tayo ngayon ng 4 plus 25. P of negative 2 is equal to 29. So, as you can see, yung remainder natin ay 29. Hindi siya nag-equal sa 0. So, kung hindi nag-equal sa 0 yung remainder natin, therefore, x plus 2 is not a factor of x squared plus 25. Okay, so let us try to use this one. Okay, so let us try to check if x minus 3 is a factor of x squared minus 6x plus 9. So, let us try to use the remainder theorem process. No? So, you have x minus 3 equals 0. So, x is equal to 3. Then, substitute natin siya. We have p of x is equal to x squared minus 6x plus 9. So, gagamitin natin value ng x ay 3 equals 3 squared minus 6 times 3 plus 9. So, 3 squared is equal to 9. 6 times 3, we have 18. So, plus 9. So, p of 3 is equal to 0. This is your remainder. So, therefore, x minus 3 is a factor of x squared minus 6x plus 9. Okay, so let's have this example. So what if you're going to solve for k in this process? Kasi hindi naman natin pwedeng makuha yung remainder, okay, if hindi natin alam yung value ng k. So, to solve for k from this given polynomial equation, no, we can apply the process of remainder theorem. So, paano siya? So, syempre, equate lang muna ulit natin. You have x minus 2 equals 0, x is equal to 2. Okay? So, apply natin yung process kay remainder theorem. Substitute lang natin siya sa lahat ng value ng x na meron tayo. You have 2x cubed minus kx minus 3. So, substitute natin yung nakuha nating value ng x. We have 2 times 2 cubed minus k times 2 minus 3. So, 2 cubed is equal to 8. So, we have 2 times 8. K times 2, we have 2k minus 3. So, 2 times 8, we have 16 minus 2k minus 3. So, magkakaroon tayo ngayon ng P of 2 is equal to 13. No? 16 minus 3 is 13 minus 2k. Kaya lang kasi, ang kailangan natin ditong isolve, okay, yung value ng k. So, equate natin to. Let us try to assume that this will be 0. So, 0 is equal to 13 minus 2k. Yung negative 2k, transpose natin sa kabilang side. It will become 2k equals 13. Then, divide both sides by 2. The value of your k is equal to 13 over 2.